Fairness, the release, everything was just perfect.
And we've reached the end of the third. It's the Spurs.
On tap next Monday, February 2nd, Nikola Pekovic and the Minnesota Timberwolves take on Dirk Nowitzki and the Dallas Mavericks. You don't want to miss it.
Clippers trail by 4. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. CP3 at point with Redick there at the backcourt. Davis is out there with Barnes. And it's Jordan in at the center position. Back to Paul. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Jordan's got 4 assists now tonight.
Boy, you don't expect to get opportunities that easy coming down the stretch of a tight game.
Parker outside, and the wide open shot from Green. Drills the three-pointer. And the Spurs lead by 5.
Defenders need to recognize and be alert to staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Paul goes in, goes back up, and there's the nice layup by Barnes.
Boy, you wonder what the score of this game would be if they weren't pulling down all these rebounds.
Love what I'm seeing from them in the paint.
Now the feed to Splitter. To the inside. Here's Leonard, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Leonard has been playing really well. 25 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
Well, they might want to think about setting a few more screens for him to try to give him another open look or 2.
Shooting for San Antonio, Kawhi Leonard. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Griffin's checked in for the Clippers. He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
Even with the one miss, he still stretched it to a 2-possession game. That's big for them right now. You know, it's interesting to look at the relationship between Blake Griffin and Chris Paul. Blake, the unquestioned top dog until CP3 arrived 3 seasons ago, and Paul, of course, such a vocal leader. I think it's taken them some time to find the balance in that dynamic.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Parker against Paul. And Parker, here we go.
Clippers foul call. DeAndre Jordan. That's his 3rd personal foul. At the line for your Spurs, Tony Parker. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. The Spurs making a switch here. Ginobili's checked in. Second free throw, no good.
Blake Griffin has been an all-star from his first season. He came in averaging 22 and 12. It's not always easy to improve on numbers like that, but Griffin, bit by bit, is doing just that.
In the corner, it's Ginobili. Parker with no one around. Off target from three-point range. Clippers trail by 3. Paul kicks to Griffin. Now Parker.
And Griffin improving offensively. You know, defenses come slower. He's got short arms, relatively speaking, and that limits him as a shot blocker. But he can do better. You know, if avoiding cheap fouls and reacting more quickly in help situations. I tell you, with his work ethic, there's no reason he can't get there.
Reddick dishes the ball to take the lead. Shot is off. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. They've led by as many as 14 points. Reddick with the rebound. And for Griffin, perhaps not quite as voracious rebounder as he was in his first couple seasons.
But Kevin, still 10 a game or close to 10 a game, that's still a pretty strong number in the NBA. And he did play with the league's leading rebounder in DeAndre Jordan.
Well, as we move into the fourth, it's been an even game.
Yeah, it has been. Neither team able to create any significant separation so far.
Steve?
Yeah, that's right, guys. The lead has now changed hands 5 times.
Ginobili the pass to Diaz. And there's the call on Matt Barnes. Duncan, he's checked in for Boris Diaz. So it's San Antonio now. They trail by 1. Ginobili kicks to Duncan. Shot clock at 6. Blake Griffin pulls it in.
And he's having all sorts of problems with his shot.
I'm not sure he even has a shot right now, Steve, to be quite honest. Not a reliable one anyway.
Down low. Duncan with the block. They get it back, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
Still Spurs ball. 6 seconds.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Parker outside. Pass to Ginobili. Back to Parker. Clock at 6. Leonard attacking. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
And they're attacking the gaps in the defense with their quick, aggressive drives into the paint area.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Crawford's checked in. Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard. The Clippers trail. Into Jordan. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
The Spurs have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Parker outside. Ginobili kicks to Leonard. And Tim Duncan gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Well, that's an aggressive play, trying to get that rebound. Maybe a little too aggressive.
And it was totally unnecessary, Steve. He was in no position to get to that ball. He should have just conceded.
The Clippers have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. And it's Paul penetrating. Parker with the steal. Shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for 2. Parker's got 11 points here in just the second half. And here is Paul. Outside Griffin. It's stolen by Duncan. In transition, here come the Spurs. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
The lead just froze on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
Into Jordan, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Well, I tell you what, it was the good pick that was set that turned him loose.
And once he got around it, Steve, it was smooth sailing right to the hole.
Well, because of the pick, he had plenty of room. That's why he was able to power down that slam.
Duncan against Griffin. Duncan high post. 4 on the clock. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Griffin's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Griffin sets the screen for Barnes. The drive by Paul. He used that pick to get in close. Paul's got 4 points now in the quarter.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch.
Crawford against Ginobili. Back to Parker. Leonard with the screen on Paul. And that one's good. Parker.
He's too dangerous a shooter to leave alone behind the arc.
Clippers trail by 4. Passes it to Crawford. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. 25 points for Crawford.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Pass to Parker. There's the pick. And Leonard has it in the corner. Left side, Leonard. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Well, you know, Chris Paul has such an intelligence for the game. High IQ, and he's extremely competitive. He looks for every advantage he can get, whether it's 2-for-1s or looking to sell a call to the officials. He always appears to be driven to find that edge.
And there was a study using the new motion tracking camera, Steve, that I know that you're interested in, to look at every action on the court, every action, and it determined that the league's most impactful player, none other than Chris Paul.
Well, did we really need the cameras to figure that out?
Exactly.
I think we've all been able to tell that Chris Paul has been one of the most efficient players in the NBA for years. He's always at the controls for his team. So poised, an incredible decision maker, and just figures out, you know, whatever needs to be done to win the game.
So he can't get either to fall.
Not a typical trip to the line for him there. He had been knocking him down today.
Here's Barnes. It's good. This game is all even. Barnes has got 4 this quarter.
Another good pass, and their offensive execution has been impressive, to say the least.
The last 4 field goals have been assisted. Yeah, passing has kept the defense off balance, but to get assists, you got to make the shots.
Leonard dishes to Duncan. Back to Leonard. Kicks it out to Ginobili. Spurs working the ball around now. And Parker, here we go. Yes! And the foul. Chris Paul picks up that.
That kind of power move has become a trademark for him.
Otto Ginobili in the final year of his 2-year contract extension with the Spurs, Steve, and some speculate that he may retire after this season.
Yeah, fantastic career for Ginobili. You know what I think, Kevin? I think Ginobili, Parker, Duncan, and Popovich should all just walk away right now. Just, go away together, and this has nothing to do with me coaching the Warriors. Nothing to do with me at all. This is about them. They've earned this. Walk away now, guys. Just leave.
I hear some admiration, but I also hear some sarcasm in there, too, from my partner.
Free throw drop for Paul.
And Ginobili certainly will go down in history as one of the all-time great 6 men, alongside the likes of John Havlicek, Kevin McHale earlier in his career. I'm throwing out some old school names for you young bucks.
on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
And Manu, a two-time All-Star, won 3 NBA titles with the Spurs. An outstanding career for a player drafted 57th back in 1999.